What it do, y'all? It's your boy DJ Nova Fresh, and this is Lightning Strike Podcast in the building on this Freestyle Friday. And I'm kicking it here with the main.
Hey, Brodie, Lightning Strike Podcast.
He over there. He on the you just right there. That blue button. Yup. And now you go to the other one. How y'all doing today, man? It is a good Friday, bro. But nah, it's a good Friday, man. What you think?
Yeah, it's a good Friday. Good Friday.
Beautiful
week.
Beautiful Friday.
Day, though. Beautiful day.
Yeah, it's been windy, nice and breezy. How was your day today, man?
It was good, man. Got in, got out.
What she said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 18 years later.
Super pause. But we back, man.
Back in this thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, if y'all are experts on how to get our video into landscape mode on Instagram.
Bro, we suck at this. On Instagram, we suck. If you're on Instagram, bro, you want us to come see us, come on YouTube, LS Boats 15 on YouTube, and the video's perfectly fire, right? And the fact that the comments feed into our program. But, bro, it's Freestyle Friday. It's Friday, the end of the week.
Kay, how you doing? K on YouTube.
Chargers had a game yesterday that we'll get into.
Did they? Oh, okay.
They played.
For sure.
And we're going to break that down for y'all, man. Got a lot of takeaways. Got a lot of good stuff that happened and got a lot of good things that we can build upon. That's for sure. I know everybody's excited. I was excited about some things that I seen.
Yeah, it's a lot to be excited about. Got inspection in the building. No ma'am says, I'm not lying. The IG picture and audio look great. Maybe it's just for us.
Yeah, because it looked
janky.
Yeah, I know.
Janky for us, but what's up, inspection? But where you want to start at, man? Where do we start?
I mean, let's get right to it. I know everybody's gonna want to talk about the Trey Lance. Trey Lance had a great.
That's where we start.
Yeah, we're gonna start.
You want to start, and there's nothing wrong with that. So go ahead.
So Trey Lance had a great game, right?
Trey Lance did have
he had a great game,
a great showing,
a great outing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great outing, something definitely that the team could build upon, right? Especially building his confidence and everything. I mean, 6 years in the league, kind of expect him to. It's a lot of things that he left on the table for me, though.
Yeah,
I didn't
like
his accuracy is still in question. Like for me, on the throws that I seen where he tried to connect with Trey, it wasn't there. And then the one he tried to connect with Campbell in the end zone, it just wasn't there. The touch wasn't there yet. So I like what the Chargers did for him. I like what the coaching staff, Greg Roman and them, did for him. They built a package that would benefit him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? For me, I call it the Jalen Hurts package. It's a simple.
They about to come for you.
No frills package. You got the nice in the pocket throws out of the play action.
Okay.
That's where your throws come from, in the pocket, out of the play action. It's kind of hard to miss. They had some nice RPOs with some quick hits, some nice rollouts with them that he got. And they kept him a safety valve for his checkdowns, right? He still doesn't have the pocket presence needed that where he just drops back and go get you a bucket, right? We had some drives that stalled out inside the 20 that shouldn't have stalled out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, he got to clean that up, right? But this is baby steps. Baby steps. They gave him something that he's comfortable with, right? He didn't have to drop back and just look and scan the field and just go get you a bucket. Everything was quick.
Is that a negative? Is that a knock on him? Is that an indictment on him that they made the playbook?
No, I just think that the expectations, and that's for everybody that's saying, oh, that's for the crowd that says Trey Lance is here to replace Herbert. That's for that crowd.
Oh, okay.
And that's for the other crowd to say, oh, Lance is really that guy. No, Lance is good at just this.
What's up, Brian?
I think this is his ceiling.
Okay.
Because 6 years in and you still having accuracy issues, the package they gave you is what they have to roll with you to protect you from you.
But is that a bad package, or do we not like the package?
No, I like the package, but I'm saying like I don't want to see that during the season because we have too many weapons, and I think he overlooked a lot of weapons last night.
So I'm taking. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
and I'm taking one preseason game and the multitude of training camps that we've been to, and I'm placing all of that in a bubble and understanding what it is. My hopes is that Trey Lance is QB2, is that he's a backup and a serviceable backup. And should there be an opportunity that he gets in the game in situational places, he can do exactly what he did last night. Nothing more.
Jalen Hurts.
Nothing. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that at the backup.
But no, I think more for me, what I'm seeing, everybody's like, oh, Trey
Lance you responded to the people who still expect starter material from Trey Lance.
And they see those numbers and they think like, oh my God, he just blowing it out the water. For one, it's preseason. Like, I'm more impressed when rookies do. If a rookie did that, then I'll have high hopes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 6-year vet we're talking about, a guy who started NFL games, who was pick number 3. Kind of, you're supposed to be at a minimum doing this.
Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And like I say, he had a great game. He had a great game last night.
Yeah.
Hands down, he had a great game.
Oh, join TikTok, bro.
And that's what I wanted to see, have a great, solid game. And I'm more so impressed with the coaching because they called a game that was perfect for the quarterback.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That just showed that lets me know that they adapted, right? They not just stuck with hey, we just gonna roll with what we got and we ain't gonna develop you.
Yeah.
That shows me that they're willing to develop and they invested in it. They got a package that's catered around whoever's in the game.
For sure. Okay.
Because man, I was like, those throws to Trey, man, those should have been there, bro. And that comes with the accuracy and touch. That's something that's been, I think, hounding him his whole time, his accuracy and his touch.
And getting through those reads.
Yeah.
But
making those progressions.
But say all of that to say, make no mistake, Trey did what he needed to do last night.
Yeah.
He looked good.
It's confidence building because it's like,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Let's be honest, bro.
Do we not be honest, bro?
6-year vet in preseason.
Okay.
You should be cutting up. Like they did my boy wrong, man. Tony Jefferson, they've been on him on X today.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, cause he had a great preseason. He had a great outing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's been in the league 12 years, bro. Like he could probably
and retired for 2.
And he
came back.
He could probably walk on the field and see the lineup and already know what's going to happen. And there's no knock on his knowledge, right? But on X they was getting at him, bro. They put a gif of LeBron playing against first graders and was like, "This is Tony Jefferson last night," and he was like, "Come on, y'all killing me." But it's good for him, you know, to be playing the game at that age, walk away 2 years and still come back and be willing to play in the preseason. That's humbling.
People don't see that part.
Yeah, that's
an example.
That shows
taking the role that is presented, that they asking me to do. No kicking, no screaming. I'm just going out. And even with that opportunity, I'm showing up and I'm proving with that. So,
and that's what I appreciate about it. But it goes back to how Powerball and Ortiz gets their players' character. That's humbling, man. Like 12-year vet, and they say, "Hey, you got to play preseason." And you go out there and you handle business. You do what you're supposed to do because that's what I'm looking for. You 12 years, you're supposed to dominate like that. So that tells me that you still got it, right? If he got outplayed, then that's when I go, hey, man, you probably don't have it no more.
Yeah.
But he dominated who he is supposed to dominate. And that tells you that, hey, he can still run with the ones.
Yeah.
Because he's outrunning the twos. He's dominating the 2s and the 3s like he's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I look for. Like, that's what I compare with the Trey. When people go with the hype, oh, Trey did. He's like, nah, Trey played good against the 2s and the 3s. He needs to dominate them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he needs to hit every facet of the game as a quarterback. He needs to be dynamic in that.
I think part of me agrees, and a part of me is like, he don't have to.
Yeah, because he's number 2.
Exactly. That's what.
But I kind of want trade bait, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, he don't have to do that. Like, you know what I mean? We don't need Trey to be perfection.
He said we rotate our chairs 90 degrees.
on IG. Yeah, we don't need Trey to do all of that. We did it. We started with that.
Let's just see though. What about now, no man? Tell us in a couple seconds, no man. You can see us on IG. But yeah, all in all, it was a great display, great outing by Trey Lance, great outing by the coaching staff, calling the plays that suits the player. And it was a great outing, just like a lot of Zion Johnson. Once Zion Johnson settled in at center, he had a great game. Believe it or not. I know people go, oh, he had some bad snaps, but that's to come because he hasn't played center in an actual game. But if you go look at the film, Zion was shedding blockers. Like he was, sliding. He was sliding on his blocks. Like he was really there.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
First preseason game, we still got a handful of training camp practices to go. So yeah. Everything is everything, but staying with the theme of you know what I'm saying, the Hall of Fame game.
Appreciate you, Raider Nation, for the lights
and all of that, man. Outside of, well, first let's back it all the way up. We jump straight into the Trey Lance thing. Shout out Gates,
Hall of Fame Gates.
Shout out Hall of Fame Gates. Officially official now. You know what I'm saying? Gold jacket in the building. Etched forever with the great ones. So shout out to Antonio Gates, Chargers, NFL legend. It was good to see him, man. Finally get his just due. As we going to Monday night in Vegas, y'all.
Yes, we will be in Vegas for week 2.
I'll be there.
For sure.
He gonna be there.
Sure.
He gonna be there.
See there, P there, we there, mama there. Ain't no salary cap on top of my dollars.
But yeah. Moving right along. What else did you like about the game? I'll give you my. Well, I haven't a bunch, but I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay, my bad.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Kamani.
Man,
I love seeing Kamani do his thing out there. He looked good. 2 tutties last night. Both on tough runs. You know what I'm saying? My boy running with some violence. He took a shot on one of those could be touchdowns, but popped right back up. I love to see that. You know what I'm saying? Took his hit, got up, and I'm still out here. So shout out to Kamani Vidal out there looking like we told you he was looking.
Looking like he told us he was like.
Yeah.
It's 2
Kamani
things.
told us back in, what was it, like April?
Yeah, he told us back at April that he was ready.
Yeah.
Then we seen him again at San Diego at USD, and he said, "I'm ready to hit something, bro. Like, what's up, y'all? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit something, bro. He was like frustrated that they wasn't hitting yet. Like he was visibly frustrated that they wasn't hitting. He was like, bro, I'm ready to hit something, bro. I'm ready. And it goes back to what Roman said. Vidal was playing with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Unasked. They didn't even ask him about, and he said Vidal is running hard. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder. And last night,
you saw it. Again,
dominating the 2s and the 3s. Like he's supposed to. Like when you go, hey, are you ready to play with the 1s?
Yeah.
And he's dominating the 2s and the 3s. And I appreciate that. Hampton had 3 carries, and some people are like, oh, man, he ain't
I'm not impressed.
Hold on. Let me tell you something, because you gotta understand football to be impressed by what he did. One, it was a play. It was like a 3rd and 1. What impressed me was he read the assignment. The linebacker came in, did his thing. But the best thing, if you read the scouting report about him, he falls forward. The running back had him stop. But again, Hampton falls forward. That's what you look for from a running back. Every play is not a big play, right? You look, does he go forward on the play? And he did. Got the first down.
That 3rd and inches just became first down.
Yes. And that's what you look for. That's what you get excited about when you're looking at these running backs like, hey man, all right, he's seen it, gap assignment. The linebacker came in, shot the gap, made the hit, and he still went forward for 2 more yards before he was brought down. He didn't dance around any of that. He absorbed the contact and he kept going for it. He did it again when it was like inside the 20. It was a nice 8-yard run he had. He hit the hole, saw some tackles, and still went for it. And then the last one, that's a learning when you watch the film, there's going to be a learning where he was running, he went wide left. In college, he makes that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get to the edge, you make that. In the NFL, you got to turn that up. You got to trust your blockers in front of you, and you got to turn that up. And I think when he watch film, he's going to learn, hey, just turn it up the field. It's not a race. You're not beating anybody to the pylon in football, in the NFL. In college, yeah. But in the NFL, just turn it up. Muscle him in. You're going to fall for it. That's his body type. That's his strength.
Kamani beat somebody last night to the pylon.
Yeah, but there was already
my boy quick with it. He got to that edge. Well, what's good?
He looks perfect now.
What's good? Tyree was happening. Tyree says KLS.
When you kick into the live, it breaks. Interesting. Yeah.
So
KLS.
Get it.
KLS had man. Did you see how he?
That's another. If only there was a podcast who told y'all about.
Yeah.
KLS.
I mean, the guys that cut up yesterday are the ones.
If only
are the ones that we told you about from training camp that was going to cut up. KLS. We told y'all KLS is that guy, bro.
If only.
Bro, he broke old boy kneecaps and ankles.
He needs some milk.
Man, and you love to see that in a short yardage, quick slant, touch, and he goes forward. Touchdown. The breakaway, you just see the sudden acceleration for the touchdown. You couldn't, I mean, what more could you ask for KLS? What more?
Nothing. And we told, like, I mean, I think another takeaway from that is particularly that connection.
Yes.
The Trey Lance KLS chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping it remains when it's Herbert back there, you know what I'm saying? I have no doubt that it will. But this KLS has probably had one of these every practice since training camp started.
One or two.
Yeah, one of these at a minimum since training camp started, where he gets off that line, gets his separation, Trey Lance deep ball, crowd goes crazy. Everybody's like, oh, like, so.
He says hella echo.
For him. Log out, close the live and come back in, Raider Nation 510.
But dude, definitely dynamic. And you speak about the connection because the trade-to-trade connection isn't there. Now, if you take Herbert and Trey Harris, that connection is there. Like how that connection with KLS and Trey is, watching in training camp, Trey Harris and Herbert, they're already in tune. And I think that's what Trey Lance has to work on, that touch, that accuracy. You know what I'm saying? So he can make those quick adjustments to guys because he don't get much practice with Harris, because Harris is practicing with the one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these are all things if you know, like I said, if you've been able to attend some of the training camps and just seeing like who's working with who, so you could just tell that, you know, the different pairs, the different combinations that have been working well together, and that's been a combination that's been working well since the beginning of the training camp is Trey Lance and KLS, and you love to see it, man. Both you know, they making each other look good out there.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
At quarterback, you're gonna have your bailout guy, right? Your guy that you have that sync with. And I'm telling you, if Herbert was in there and Trey was in the game, you would see this. It would be Herbert and Trey.
Yeah, and I think it will be because they've been cooking in training
they've been
camp
cooking
as well. You know what I'm saying?
His stuff don't get shown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's and going back to an argument I've been making for the last week now. It's kind of how you cover it. You know what I'm saying? Like KLS plays are deep bombs, so it's more explosive. It's like the 3-point of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It's like we gonna highlight all of that or whatever. The Trey is just getting off the line, getting open, caught
hands.
You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful throws. Like I'm telling you, bro, to watch that play where he went behind, he came out, went behind, and Herbert threw it to him between two defenders.
Mm-hmm.
And he just jumped out of nowhere and just the anticipation. That's what I say. They're synced up. Herbert trusts that he's going to be there. Herbert knows his capabilities and his limitations, and he's like, I'm gonna just let it ride. Trey, go get it for me.
Yes, sir.
And he went and got it.
Got to the Baja. Melvin, what up?
And so another thing is with OG, they wouldn't train. OG don't have that mesh like they need because again, they don't work a lot together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
and getting to that read of you know what I'm saying of the play because Trey is like KLS is down there somewhere. I'm going there, and if that ain't open, then I'm taking off.
I'm taking off.
I'm taking off, or I'm checking it down. So yeah.
Glad gonna get over 30 catches.
Defense and special teams was another one. You know what I'm saying? They set the tone right out the gate.
Again, see it in practice. You see it in training camp. The things like no joke. The things that they did in training camp because they worked on special teams a lot.
To get to Canton, they did.
They worked on special teams a lot, and it showed. It showed first play.
Yeah,
they made a play. Every play after that made a play. Defense, same thing. And indicative of this defense, some people were saying like you seen the lazy practice before they left, right?
The Tuesday.
Yeah, they were showing out. Defense was showing. Defense been showing out the whole time. Like you.
Yeah, in training camp.
That was the first time I captured it for everybody and like put it in clips and posted it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do it again so you could see that the defense be cutting up.
It's one or two picks every training camp.
Yeah. And they're fine.
With multiple deflections or near interceptions. Every training camp practice. The break that they getting on these balls, and that's even at the linebacker position. They reading that coverage so well that they jump in these lanes. Defense is looking like they're gonna be and again, what they was last year or better.
And again, we talked about the defensive line. The edges particularly they did have some struggles that they made adjustments to. They wasn't setting the edges early, right? They wanted to go make the play. But you got to just trust that everybody else, because, you know, it's that rookie mindset, that young guy mindset. I got to go make the play. I got to go make the play.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's trusting your guys to make the play. Knowing that I'm contributing to making the play because I'm here. I'm containing, I'm holding them outside so that, hey, I keep them on the inside and trust you guys to make the play. And once they got that and start setting the edge, then you've seen a different ball game. But we got to work on that pass rush. And that's one thing that we really didn't see in camp. They were struggling with. Due to going up against all Bectons later, those type of things. And I think what ends up happening is you go into the game and you're expecting that same thing. Like, I'm try this, but I know it ain't going to work. I'm not going to do something else. So we got to get that front four. We really got to get that front four going. The D linemen, interior D linemen did their job, right? They stood up the center. They stood up the guards. Now it's just a matter of the edges holding or getting upfield on the rush. And then Colson was there. Colson was making plays. I just want to see Colson add about 10 to 15 more pounds, man. Because he's thin. He's thin, but he's a playmaker.
Yeah.
He's a playmaker, but he's thin, man.
And I think that's coming. That's all for him about getting in shape. And he going to be over there with Ben Herbert getting right. Shout out to Nico Reed.
Man,
told y'all about him. He been a yellow jersey assassin all training camp.
When you go to training camp, the first thing you say, all right, you see him in the yellow jersey, and then you just see him flying around the field, and you're like, who is this guy? Like, that's how I was when I was like, bro, who the hell
What up, Amir?
I had to get the raw. I was like, yo, this dude Reed he's everywhere. He's a pest. He's a pest, man. That dude breaking speed is crazy. And he showed you last night.
Yep.
Mickens had a great game.
Yep.
Them safeties, man.
Yeah, they was out there, man. Snatching stuff. Give me that. Good returns.
Even purchase snatch. Yeah. Purchase didn't purchase.
He said, I need that.
Purchase didn't purchase.
No.
He didn't make a purchase. He said, I don't need to make a purchase for this.
Shiesty mask with his. Let me get that. Run your pockets, B.
The secondary did, like, for what it's worth, they had some blown coverages, but for the most part, collectively, they played well the whole game.
All in all, you know what I'm saying? Not too high, not too low.
Amir, I wouldn't say it wasn't Trey Harris didn't have a good night. Trey Harris don't really practice with Trey Lance like that. So I don't think that connection is there yet. The trust is there yet. the touch, because Trey Lance doesn't have that accuracy of that touch automatically built in, right? What he has is that trust and that he builds with. And that's what he got with KLS, because KLS is his receiver, right? When they're practicing, KLS is with him getting all his throws.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with OG. Like, he just don't have that read to OG to get to. He practiced more with Disley, Klutz, and those other guys. And OG was like a new facet for him. Now, like we said earlier, Amir, if you put Herbert in and Trey gets those plays because Herbert hasn't played with KLS like Trey Lance has played with KLS. Herbert has played with Harris. So when you go to practice, all the stuff you see KLS doing, Harris is doing with Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
So
Brian says Chef Ortiz be cooking with these 4th and 5th rounders.
Man, do he, bro.
Boy, he on a hibachi, ain't
That's
it?
how you know scouting. They got a scouting. They can look at talent, bro. So we have to trust them when they eyeball talent, bro. When they get somebody, we go, who? Not to go, who? But to go, hey, I know he going to cook up something for us.
Melvin say, just like Lag, KLS going to be an annoying problem to opposing defenses. Absolutely. But
Amir want to come up?
What's up? What's up? Mike Gonzalez says, just started listening to you guys. Love it. Let's go bolt up. I'll be tuning in as much as possible. We appreciate that. Michael, Victor, was good. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All social media platforms, LS Bolts 15. We on YouTube, we on TikTok, we on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on Twitch, we on X, but we ain't on X, like the whole 9. So we appreciate yeah, I'll get him in here.
Okay.
But as we transition to this next segment, because TikTok ain't gonna let us live. So with all the news, and Amir, when you come on, you could talk about this specifically. As Chargers fans do, right? The first sign that there is interest in somebody wanting it to be traded, discourse within their own organization, Chargers fans come out of the left field and we should go get, right? Insert name. Last 24, 48 hours, 72 hours, as you like to scale, but as you do with your timelines.
It fluctuates.
Yeah. We get it over here at Lightning Strike. So, you got the people talking about Wilkins. First off, we got the Wilkins people who say that we need to go get Wilkins. Then you got Terry McLaurin, who has requested a trade, and now everybody, and you start seeing all the pictures and memes with Terry McLaurin with bolts in the background somehow, and we link to him. Then today, Micah Parsons requests a trade, and now Bolt Nation is all in. Let's go get Micah. Who do we trade? What do we give up? How can we make this happen? So
now,
next segment is for all of these people. Let us know. Amir, if you hop on, this is what we own. People in the chat. And then appreciate that, Swagger B. And then today, allegedly, it's reported that Keenan Allen met with the Chargers organization in hopes that both sides are possibly ready for a reunion. 4 names, multiple different scenarios. How do we feel?
I'll give my quick take on it.
Amir, what's up, man?
Can you got the Bluetooth?
Oh, it's probably.
Amir, can you hear us?
Yo,
you connected?
I am connected. Yo.
There you go.
I think that you got to give Charger fans a little bit of the benefit of doubt. Some of us who've been around since the 70s, right? Who've been watching this team collapse since we were, since before we were teenagers, brother. Like the anxiety and the frustration that triggers within Charger fans. Like I think the Charger fans are like the Dallas fans who are we're so thirsty for a championship, for a championship to represent the city, to say that it's not just the players, it's not just the organization, but our city's not a loser as well. And there's a lot of us right? Okay, who come from that, like growing up in the '70s, bro. Like when the Raiders,
When the powder was
were winning
pure.
yeah, bro. When the, when, the, when everybody else was winning Super Bowls and we had our glory years, and we beat the Eagles and we beat the Raiders, and yet the Raiders and the Eagles go to the Super Bowl, like that was a huge drop off for us when we beat Miami and then we get to the AFC Championship, right? And we lose again. There's
Yeah.
a lot of anxiety and stress with Charger fans who have been supporting this team and the organization, regardless what they be doing and how they be doing it. All the years of abandoning players and abandoning the fans and not trying to win championships, not trying to bring players in to be, to represent the city, and just not doing right by the fans for a long time. So you're gonna see a whole lot of that. Let's win right now. Let's spend the whole bag and let's win right now. We are, like all fans are gonna be like that. And I think that's 100% legit. Like I understand the fans' feelings. Like don't get me wrong. It would be nice to have seen um, whether it was Hendrickson or Micah, it would have been great. But do I think that um Ortiz or Harbaugh, do I think that they want to do that? No. What I think that they want to do, and this is why they brought Harbaugh in, is to let Harbaugh do his thing. And he's not particularly the type to be working with these big ticket, big name free agents. That's not what he does. He doesn't want that slack. He doesn't want that difficulty. He doesn't want that stress. Coming from the college atmosphere where he lays the law, this is how he wants to run the organization. Ortiz is all in with it. The rest of the organization is all in with the hardball way, and don't want nobody rocking the boat. McLaurin would be a guy who could come in and just do what he's told, go run routes, catch the ball, no, and don't be rocking the boat. Parsons, that's not his stilo. Parsons gonna make things difficult, and he's gonna create waves, and he'll be a cancer in there. Wilkins, I think Wilkins is just no, because Wilkins wants to do some type of alternative recovery for his foot, and he's playing around with the organizations and stuff like that. No, so I think that what we're seeing is just the backlash, or not the backlash, the how do I want to say this? It's just the anxiety and stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
It's that scratching, bro. It's that scratching. It's that to want to win, right? To want to win now, and a lot of us are tired of looking like idiots rooting for a team that's constantly shooting themselves in the foot. We all know that. So I mean, just realistically, we're waiting for the team to say we are committed to winning, and this is what we're going to do to win. So for all intents and purposes, it's beginning to look like that. The way that the team is moving in the right direction with competent backups. If we took anything from the game last night, it should have been we have some competent backups.
Yes.
Right? Like when Billy Bullock came in and won a couple of playoff games for us, right? Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So obviously that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the team beginning to develop the depth. So in the event Herbert goes down, Trey Lance can do his thing and maybe come in, and Herbert gets hurt, and then Trey Lance can win us a couple of games till Herbert gets back up to speed.
Persian boat, what's up?
We got wide receiver depth, where you've got KLS and Harris and Gatson and maybe even Devlin Campbell coming in, making contested catches. You guys seen that catch he made in the corner of the end zone? It was not a touchdown, but a really good catch, because obviously no one else with Lance was making that connection for that fade route in the end zone. But Devlin Campbell, he makes that catch.
I won't say it's nobody else. It's Lance got to get his touch. He has to get his touch, bro.
He threw it right. He put it in the right. He's right-handed, so obviously throwing that pass to the right for him is a lot easier, because he tried to throw it to Fitzpatrick and then the ball was way out. Again, he's throwing to his left. He tries to throw it to Harris and the ball's it's way out to his left. But he didn't throw an interception, which is good. But when he's throwing to the right, and Devlin Campbell, who's known for making the consistent one-on-one catch, he catches the ball. So obviously there was some type of connection there. But like I said, overall, I think that the team is moving in the right direction. And we can't do nothing, obviously, about everybody talking about trade this, trade that. I'm not for the big trade, because as you guys have pointed out for the last few months, follow the Harbaugh and Ortiz way, and that's what's bringing us success so far. So obviously, what we're talking about didn't work, but what they're talking about did work. They won us 11 games last season. So I honestly think that the team is moving in the right direction. I am concerned about the defensive front. I thought they did okay, but on the line scoring drive, when they brought in a few guys with a little bit more experience, they didn't have as much difficulty, with the defense. The line started moving the ball and they got their only score. So I'm still a little concerned about that. Um, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't think the run game was really hitting. I kind of thought that, and it could be from the Lions, the Lions coordinators, them calling some good run stopping plays. But I thought the Lions, they were committed to not letting the guards, get up to the second level, and it looked like that. It looked like our some of our guys are having, struggling getting the ball up to the second level. One had
Amir,
a couple of runs. Go ahead.
Amir, you got to give us
Go ahead.
time to rebuttal.
You know what? I thought it was like last time where I had to hurry up and get mine in.
Yeah, and you done got it in. You done said a mouthful as always.
Oh man.
Nah, it's good stuff though. It's good stuff, man. I was like, I'm trying to unpack. I'm like, man, I want to comment.
Amir, let me comment with you, man. Let us talk with you.
Okay. Well, I was obviously I didn't know you guys were gonna, I thought
That's
you guys
all
were
love.
like,
That's all love. Now you brought up some good points. The run game, I think they did well. I think they did well.
Kamani was out there cooking.
Kamani Haskins had some great runs.
So I think probably before his last run, you know what I'm saying? Again, in a preseason game, he was like 4 or 5 rushes for like 35 yards or something like that. It basically averaged out to like 6-7 yards a carry. And again, you take nothing. I mean, you take a little something from that. It's a preseason game or whatever the case. But every time he carried the ball, it was for a substantial gain.
Yeah.
And for us, we've had several conversations off air about Haskins because we just rooting for him and have been watching him at training camp, and it kind of just seems like it ain't been there. But last night,
he kind of got buried at training camp. Actually, like the last couple practices, we haven't seen Haskins. They've been featuring Kamani, Patterson, Hines,
Amarion, obviously.
Yeah, not even they gave Amarion. They know what he could do, but they were really focused on Vidal, Hines, and Patterson. Haskins really didn't get no carries last couple of practices. He really wasn't even in the mix like that. But I think that last night he threw himself back in the mix.
I mean, if there's no other time to prove it, it's in the game. You know what I'm saying? The practice is the practice, but when it's the lights is bright, to prove. But to your point about, and answer a lot of people's questions on the various social media sites about these different players. My perspective, I'll start with the closest to home, the Keenan situation. I think the Keenan situation has always been money. It isn't about, do we want Keenan back in the powder blue? Like, of course we want Keenan back in the powder blue, but does it work for both sides? Right? Does it work financially for both sides? And does it work from the character and the role that Keenan will have to accept, and what, and how is that defined for him? Because as you guys seen, we got some hitters at the wide receiver position. You know what I'm saying? So, and additionally, Keenan also plays slot, and we have a slot who is
a couple of slot guys.
You know what I'm saying? Who is ranked 100 in the NFL? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is that role gonna be for him? And again, I hope he comes back. I do believe we need some veteran presence in the leadership just to keep the crew,
the fun factor. I think he brings that fun.
The fun factor.
Let the guys
the mentality factor. You know what I'm saying? You drop a pass, like, next play. You know what I'm saying? Go keep your head, hold your head up. Because I don't know if we have the maturity level of the totality of the group that's somebody gonna go pick you up off the ground when you make a play or you miss a read or something like that. So I think he will be great in that role if he's willing to accept it.
I think you're right. So I think a reason for this visit was after the preseason game, and it's something that we've been seeing in camp. is, okay, you got Lad,
Mm-hmm.
100. You got QJ, who they're sold on.
We're sold on.
Who's been doing well in camp.
Yep.
Trey and KLS been killing it in camp. Darius Davis, killing it in camp. So,
and serves multiple positions, whether he's doing
Davis stepping up.
Yeah, whether he's doing wide receiver work, he's definitely going to be fielding kickoff returns and punt returns. There's
so
that.
now you have a chance. I think they've seen enough. Not to say that Campbell is decent. Campbell will get better as his career goes on.
Mm-hmm.
He will get better. He's a player. He has a lot of things that he needs to polish up on. He will get better. Fitzpatrick again. He got to polish up as well, right? Jackson is hungry. Jackson might end up on the practice squad, and I think when they seen these guys, they evaluated them, and now they see the preseason game. They go, "Hey, man, we need to bring Keenan into this locker room for the veteran mentorship."
Yeah,
right. Because we really need a seasoned vet. QJ is a vet, but he's still young. Like him and KLS is the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, QJ is not the guy to lead the wide receiver.
Yeah, he's a quiet guy. He's not that.
Yeah, if you look at
the vocal leader, I think, is what everybody is getting out. Is the
I think Keenan's perfect for that. Not just that. I think Keenan would be willing to teach and help some of these guys. Do a whole lot of what Keenan does. I heard Ocho Cinco say that outside of Stevie Johnson, the guys who really get off the line of scrimmage with Keenan Allen, the way that Keenan Allen can get separation in the line of scrimmage, and he can help with some of these
definitely,
definitely. I think that's a great idea.
And this is another coach.
Yeah,
on the field.
Yes. I think that's a great. I think if Keenan would be willing to come in like that, bro, you don't have to break your neck. Young guys are going to carry. You're going to get your passes. You're going to this, that, and the third. But really, we need you to help you bring these guys along. Blah 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 blah, and give him something he'll enjoy. Where he doesn't have to be the old Keenan Allen who has to catch 12 catches a game. He doesn't have to do that anymore. And he's more of a mentor. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it's perfect for what we got right now.
And I think what is worth, I think that that pretty much, I think they're going to go with 7. I don't see them carrying 3 quarterbacks. All right, they're gonna one of those quarterbacks. I think DJ is probably going to end up on the practice squad. Right?
Yeah.
Develop him some more, and I think they carry 7 receivers, so you'll have Lad, QJ, Trey. No, because you see what happened last year. They got decimated at the receiver position.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll go.
So I think what's going to happen is it's going to be Lad, QJ, Trey, KLS, Darius Davis, Keenan, and out of Luke Grimm and Jackson. But I haven't seen Luke's falling behind because I haven't seen him actually practicing. So Luke could possibly end up on the practice squad, and I think they roll with Jackson, and that gives them 7 receivers.
Say it again.
Okay. So
let me hear your 7.
So you think Rieger doesn't make the cut?
No, I don't think he. But I think he's surpassed. That train. I think that train has sailed, man. Unless he comes back to practice, because he hasn't practiced because he's been hurt. But the other guys are making the case. And my thing is you're bringing Keenan back. So really, do you need Rieger when you got Jackson kind of similar skill set? You got Luke Grimm. But Grimm hasn't practiced either. So Rieger and Grimm has, huh?
He's hurt too, right?
Yeah, something they haven't said.
They haven't really defined what the issue is, but he's been visible at training camp, but not practicing.
Yeah. So I think they stash him on the practice squad and they roll with Jackson. I don't think because Rieger is like this. They haven't missed a step since Rieger's been gone.
Right. Yeah. I'm not the biggest Rieger fan to begin with. I think he kind of he falls asleep in the middle of plays. You don't be paying attention to things like he loses focus. I'm not sure. You got to get taken.
But he still got the whole camp to finish.
Yeah, he do. And there's still multiple training camp practices left. Sort of shameless plug, will be at training camp tomorrow. So if any of y'all in the building pull up on us, training camp tomorrow back at the Boat, El Segundo, California, from 3 to 5 p.m. and then the after party from 5 to 9. We trying, man, but y'all got to be cool in the comments. Y'all be wanting expert analysis and camera work whole time.
I think you guys are a first. Like I think we do got to give you guys a bit more credit because as long as I follow the team, I don't remember another podcast going live.
I'm saying.
From Chargers camp.
I'm saying.
I mean, like I haven't seen, bro. I haven't.
We've been to 7 and 11.
Y'all gotta let us live.
Yeah. Like I haven't seen that, bro, at all. So this is, that's what I was asking for. I was asking for you guys to go live so we could, be there too. Because when I mentioned it to a couple of other podcasts from a couple of other teams, now they're going out to their training camp.
Listen, I love being a trendsetter, a trailblazer, if you will.
Yeah.
To the podcast game.
But I found it easier if I just instead of going live, I get better quality if I just video it each snap, each significant thing, and then make a collage and post it on YouTube. I think it comes.
That's a good
and I mean, we tackling it a couple of different ways.
Yeah.
Real quick. Tyree Rice was in the game last
he got
last night. He got one catch. Then he says, "Will y'all stream training camp tomorrow?" So to Noah's point, what he's saying, we kind of doing separate film work. So make sure y'all just got your notifications on and following us on all the social media, especially X and TikTok. Typically what I do is I get there, we try to get as many pictures, short content as possible, and then I try to stream the scrimmaging when it happened. Like and that could be, right at the beginning of practice, that could be in the middle of the practice. It's kind of just geared towards what they're working on for the day. So once they actually start going live for the scrimmages, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm just letting everybody who hasn't tuned in yet, who want to tune in, letting y'all know, like if you follow the page, just make sure you tapping in at like 3, somewhere in that window, 3 to 5. I'll actually be streaming on TikTok, and then Nova chops up clips and posts them like while we're at training camp, so the quality's better, and you can just see kind of like the one-on-ones, bigger plays.
So follow us on X.
Yep.
LSBoats15 on X, and I usually do some quick tweets or quick tweets with a video of a significant clip right then and there. And then I also, like I said, I clip up everything and then I put it together and then I post it on YouTube for everybody to see. Like the last training camp video, every snap is posted on YouTube. So you can go through and see the struggles that we were talking about that they were having. It was kind of a lazy practice that they had. So but the defense was out there. The defense was taking it serious. Offense was kind of sluggish, and the defense was knocking everything away, taking everything away. Mm-hmm. And then you seen the transition over to the game.
One guy I want to know about because, he went undrafted and I was trying to root for him is Raheem Sanders.
He just
had his first practice.
Yeah, he just had his first padded practice. Maybe was that Monday, Saturday, something like that. So he had been visible at training camp for the last couple of weeks, but had just been in street clothes. He actually suited up just before they left, before Keenan. So this next couple of weeks,
all right, Ortiz, be safe, Ortiz.
Yeah, stay smooth out there. These next couple of training camp practices is going to be paramount for him to actually get out there, get on the field. Yeah. Mark says, "Is Matlock going to make the team?" I believe Matlock is a lock in. My boy out there taking dual snaps. my boy out there taking snaps on both sides of the ball. That's our pseudo fullback, if you will.
Matlock has to make the team. They don't even got another guy in line to do what he does.
Tyree says that snatch away interception was legendary. Yeah, Purchase went and took that. It was nice. Additionally, talking about the McLaurin Micah situations, right? And Amir, in that long list of things that you laid out,
Shots fired.
we talk you talk about like seriously though, you talk about just kind of like, the older generation of Charger fans, suffer so much they want to win and want to win now, right? And I think the other cautious side of that is making the right financial decisions as well as making the right organizational decisions that don't put us in the situations that we used to be in. And we spent the last couple of seasons getting out of those situations, you know what I mean? Getting off the Bosa contract so we don't fall into paying all this money for minimum production. You know what I mean? That's kind of what all these 1 year 2-year deals is about. They like prove it deals. You know what I mean? So it's like you come out there, you do what you're supposed to do. Okay, we got you for longer contracts, bigger money. To get someone like Micah, Terry McLaurin, who let's start with Terry McLaurin. You know what I'm saying? A trade package for him. What are we giving up for Terry McLaurin? This is top tier wide receiver 1. What are we doing?
If you ask me now, I'm probably going to look to slide off. Like, I'd be willing to slide off with QJ, a second round pick, and a developmental, right? Because I know that McLaurin is going to bring everything that we want QJ to be and then some. He's going to bring 1,200 yards of season. And I'm willing to give up a second because, McLaurin is young. He's a team player. He's not a cancerous type of player, right? I think that McLaurin is good for another 4 seasons, right? He'd be good for another 4 seasons where he'd be productive, and I think that that's the type of player we need. The guy who's going to fall right in line, not going to be complaining. He's willing to get out there and block, like the Hines Ward type of player, right? Not complaining and just doing his job. I think catching fast and producing. I think that's what we need, right, to help us solidify that offense.
I 100% agree with you. But like, if we're sitting with 2 choices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gary Terry or Michael Parsons, I'm going Michael Parsons. Young and a dominant force that will lead the defense for years to come. 26 versus 30.
The instant Mac replacement.
That's a good point.
Micah is young.
Good point.
Dominant. Both of them are dominant, but only one is young. Father Time is undefeated. And Michael
I agree. I'm good with you on that. Yeah, I definitely think that that's a better take because at the end of the day, defense wins championships.
Hell yeah. And you add him to the line.
To the defense that's already good.
Now you're forcing the quarterback to make hurry up throws into the coverage.
But
speaking of which, let me ask you about have you guys seen Kyle Kennard? Not to interrupt you. Has Kyle Kennard like has he shown anything yet?
It's hard. Go ahead.
In practice, it's hard to see, right? Because he's going up against Alton Becton. It's hard to see. Yesterday, he had some flashes. He was nice pursuit on a run. And it's just a learning process, man. Like this, he's a rookie. He's not gonna. I wasn't expecting him to come out and dominate preseason right away, right? Mm-hmm. He got some good film. He got some good action. He got game experience. All right. So now I say by the second and third game is when the potential starts showing.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we can truly evaluate. Yeah, he played.
Yeah, he was out there.
He was out there. But
when was that? Is that the second half that he played?
No,
he played the whole game.
He played the whole game. But again, like I said, it was him and Morris, 57.
Bash.
Morris Bash, yeah.
Yeah, it was just it's a learning curve, right? Like you go from practice where you're just getting dominated. Everybody's getting dominated in practice on the defense. Seriously. By the offensive line. By the ones. They just Kennard is going up against Alt and Becton, bro.
Alt, Becton, and Slater.
And our interior guys. We expected the Alt and Slater.
Caldwell and them doing well, man.
Are they?
Yes. They did well yesterday. They did their assignment. If you watch the game, they muddied up the middle like they're supposed to.
Okay.
What we didn't have is the edges getting the press that they needed, right? And that's just they're young. This is their first game. It's kind of a culture shock, right? Now you're going up against real live competition at 100. Now you kind of got you got the punch in the face. And
Yeah.
now you go back to the film room.
A taste of the intensity, how it feel, lights is bright, you know what I mean, for all intensive purposes.
And
first NFL game.
And they showed those flashes. If you watch the fourth quarter, you see Morris Bash make that adjustment. Because at first he was sinking in instead of containing on the edge.
Mm-hmm. That's what Jay said. Edges couldn't contain yesterday. And
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah,
but if you watch the fourth quarter, they started containing.
Yeah.
And then they started kind of making plays. They were making hits. Morris Bash had a great tackle out there.
Yeah. And again, this is, the difference between college and the NFL. You know what I mean? Everybody out there is supposed to be out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody out there is NFL talent. So I think in due time, and especially, spending more time with the likes of the Max and the Toolies and all of that or whatever. Like I think it's coming. But the skill set is definitely there. It's just molding that. But back to the Micah thing, you know what I'm saying? Like what for the chat, for the listeners, what are you willing to give up for Micah?
We're gonna have to give up a lot for him, bro.
I'm saying, like, what does that look like?
The Mac pack.
They're gonna want a first round. They're gonna want a first round.
They're gonna want multiple because if you go, who's comparable to him at this age in a trade within the last 10 years, and that'd be Mac.
NFL Mike did a great little collage talking about specifically this Micah and basically his worth and comparing his numbers to other great edge rushers at this age. And Micah's at the top of this list. But while y'all figuring out what a trade package looks like for Micah, also understand this too. Most of this is probably just smoke and mirrors. This is how the business is played.
Yeah.
They come out, they request a trade. Ain't nobody getting up off. The Commanders ain't moving off Terry McLaurin. Cowboys would be crazy to move off Micah. This is just the next stage in the propaganda of getting people to talk about it. When is the deal gonna get done? People are calling, other teams are calling to see if it's actually a thing, and you'll probably hear in the next days that, we have no intentions of trading, Micah Parsons. We have no intentions of trading. Y'all remember when Myles Garrett came out and said he wanted to be traded, and months ago we was like, we need to go get Myles Garrett. And then Myles Garrett signs one of the largest contracts known to man. This is just the project, the process.
Force a hand.
Yeah, deal's gonna get done. Micah's just, done moved his next chess piece and forcing Dallas to do something.
And you think that Dallas don't let superstars go?
No, not this one.
Not
generational talent.
Because I know it's suitors lined up right now. What he did, him and his agent, was he didn't like how the negotiations went. He felt like he was trapped in the corner. He was put in a room and talked to without his agent. Wasn't advised correctly on his status of what he should be paid and compensated. So now he knows his value. Now he knows his worth. What do? You go, hey, I can tell you till I'm blue in the face what's my worth. I'm gonna show you what my worth is. I'm gonna tell you I want to trade, and now your phone gonna be busy, blowing you up. Now you got a decision to make. Do you come back to the table and sign me, or do you press send on one of those trades? Because they lined up with packages.
Yeah.
Every team is lined up with a package because like this generational talent comes available. I want the Chargers in the mix for him. I just don't want to give up the house for him though, bro. Like I know he's going to command. He's going to command the house. And my thing is, if Jim and Joe says press send on it, then I'm believing in them that we're going to win right now because that's a win right now move.
Oh yeah, it's good
because of the future you give up.
Yeah.
Because you're just giving up so much in the future.
Yeah, you leveraging the entire future.
Yeah. It's gonna be look at what happened to Chicago. They gave up all that for Matt. Years to recover from that, man. Years to recover from that. Good thing that the Raiders can't finesse. They just blow them. They just blow the picks.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that the Cowboys.
What number would Keenan?
Jerry Jones, he stay talking crazy, but that's how he get down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That is the circus. Yeah, that is the circus.
It's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be interesting.
It keeps people talking about the Cowboys. It keeps, you know what I'm saying, they circle in the
love the
news.
drama.
It's all in the media now. You know what I'm saying?
This is our soap opera. This is our soap opera. This is our soap opera, though. This is how we do it. When it comes to football, this is our
Yeah.
soap opera. We love to hate it. So I don't know, man. I just, I'd like to see that, but at the same time, I'd like to see us. I don't want us to give up everything. So if we need a decent pick out of the first round next year, right, and a decent player comes along, I don't want us to give up everything to the point where we can't pick up a first rounder next year.
Mhm.
I don't because clearly, and this is what I've been saying to everybody else. We hit on 4 rookies last season. I think we're going to hit on at least 3 this season, right? And I expect Harbaugh to put us in position to be making a run at the Super Bowl, not this season, but next season. I think we're going to get close this season.
Within 5 years, man. I'm saying this season because I'm manifesting it, but we're winning the Super Bowl within this 5-year window.
I don't think we're going to have the experience. I think, I don't know. It just if everybody hits like lad and we get to the playoffs and we are 3-4 possessions better on offense and we're 10 points better on offense and we are 10 points better on defense, then yeah, I'm with you 100%. But that's what it looks like for us per game. We're going to need to be 3 or 4 possessions better. We're going to need to be 10 points better on offense and -7 on defense. And then, yes, I think we could do whatever it is we want to do in that case. That means the Chiefs can't beat us by 1 possession. The Steelers can't beat us by 1 possession. In fact, to be perfectly honest with you, nobody can beat us by 1 possession.
Yeah.
If we can be 10 points better on offense and -7 on defense, we're going to run the table. And that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking. I'm telling you, if that's what we got, yeah, nobody's gonna be running through us, and nobody's gonna we're gonna be that much better. 10 points on offense and 7 on defense, we're gonna run the table.
For sure.
Hey, Amir, we appreciate you for joining us today, man. We about to get ready to slide. But thank you for tapping in with us, man.
Man, I appreciate you letting me come up and hang out with y'all, brother.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure.
All right,
And make sure y'all catch us tomorrow, man. We're going to be, go to the X, add the X, LS Boats 15, add the YouTube, LS Boats 15. Follow us, guys, on both platforms as well as TikTok. We're going to have videos on TikTok. Brodie's going to be going live on some portions of training camp. I'm going to be tweeting about things and posting videos on X, and then I'm going to post full clips on YouTube for y'all to watch. If y'all want to see the last practice they had, you can go. It's up on YouTube.
And just for you guys to know, I'm going to be doing a little bit more with the Not Move podcast. I will be covering the Chargers, as we cover the games before and after. I'm going to be doing the Chargers segment with the Not Move podcast over there. So you guys, you're chilling, you come over there, hear me out, you know what I'm saying? Back me up. You know what I'm saying? If you guys know something that I don't, please, chime in. That way, we get a good representation for season.
Already.
All right, y'all.
All right, man. Be smooth.
Word up. Thanks for letting me kick it. I'll holler.
Yep. Also, we going live after training camp tomorrow. So yeah, we got the live so we got the stream that'll be going on tomorrow as we get to it. And then we're going live probably around training camps 3 to 5. I would say realistically around 6, if not slightly earlier, to get everything set up. But if you're in the SoCal area tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, can't go to training camp, or you do go to training camp, make sure y'all holler at us because we'll be at training camp, which is 3 to 5 tomorrow at the boat. Afterwards, fine folks at Electric Avenue is having a training camp after party at
After the party,
Sugar Monkey Brewing.
No Diddy part.
Sugar Monkey Brewing from the fine folks at Electric Avenue from 5 to 9 p.m. Like I said, 399 Indiana Street, Segundo, California. It's literally like less than 10 minutes from the boat. So it's an easy transition right out of training camp to Sugar Monkey Brewery. They got pool tables. They got a nice outdoor patio seating situation. Obviously, it's a brewery, so they got some fine libations in there. We'll be there doing the show, and we also on the ones and twos tomorrow. So bringing y'all whatever it is that we bring y'all. So if you in the area, make sure y'all come by, say what's up to us. No, ma'am, that lady won't be there cooking, but they will have the Yakitori Cartel who's providing the food tomorrow. So at Yakitori, YAKITORICARTL. Hit them up on Instagram. You can see what kind of food they got. Definitely come holler at us, man. It's gonna be a good time, a lot of fun to be had. We gonna get it in like we always do.
Yes, and gotta give a quick shout out. If you're a season ticket holder or a single game ticket holder of any of the major sporting events, make sure you hit the link for Quick Assist that we have. We partner with Quick Assist app where you can sell your tickets on one platform to post all your tickets on 15 plus major platforms so that you can get them sold, get your money's worth. Check out the link, Quick Assist, our link, and get it, bro. It's a good app. It's a great app that you must have. Like, seriously, if you want to get off your tickets, if something happens, you can't attend the game, unfortunately. Or you just you leveled up to some other tickets and you just want to sell your tickets.
Very possible. We love a good level up. Last shout out, we didn't have like 11 of them. But shout out to Danny and the gang over there at BC Die Boat Club Ventura chapter. They had a watch party yesterday from the Hall of Fame game, and we pulled up over there, man. But it was nothing but love, man. Great host, great energy, great vibes. Took care of us, brought us in with welcome arms and more stuff on the way with them. So again, Lightning Strike podcast, man. We was out in the community yesterday. We didn't go live because we was a little tired, man. We just wanted to watch the game in peace and get our rest up for the weekend. But definitely shout out to DHBC Ventura County our Boat Club, man. They did their thing yesterday for the Chargers Hall of Fame game watch party. It was a lot of fun, and can't wait to engage with them guys again. But with that being said, like, share, subscribe, comment, follow us on all social media platforms. LS Boats 15. We are on Twitch. We are on X, but we not on X. We on Instagram, we on Facebook, we on TikTok, and we on YouTube.
Ryan, Hampton got 3 carries. Oh, you addressed it?
We leaving.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Ryan, you can come on time. Next time. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Ryan will be back tomorrow. Probably around 5:36, man. We going to training camp tomorrow from 3 to 5.
So stay tuned for some of those.
I'll be streaming. Yeah, I'll be streaming. Specific time, Ryan. 3 p.m. specific time. We on the West Coast with it.
Yes.
I'll be streaming the scrimmage. So somewhere in that 3 to 5 window. Check us out, and then we'll be having a live show to kind of recap training camp and talk about a bunch of other stuff afterwards, probably around 6 p.m. Jamo, you want to know where I got this neck piece from? Pause, hit the DM, bro. We'll get you right. But yeah, with that, love y'all. We do it for y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see y'all in a minute. Bolt up. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Friday to everybody out there. And we see y'all tomorrow. Much love, y'all.
Oh, boy.
You're